Did you know that infants are ready to learn sign language? 2-year-olds are ready to learn the basics of science, and 3-year-olds are ready to learn coding? Your child is ready to learn, and at Primrose Schools, teachers make the most of this time by creating a joyful, purposeful learning experience unlike any other.
For instance, have you heard of the Primrose Friends? In every Primrose school classroom, teachers use these 12 lovable puppets to make character development joyful, meaningful, and memorable. From exploring generosity with Benjamin the Bear to practicing honesty with Peanut the Pony, every friend plays a special part in helping children learn important values while having plenty of fun along the way. We can all use some friends like that. You can learn more at primroseschools.com. Now enrolling infants through children age 5. That's primroseschools.com for more information. Elizabeth, we are always talking about the small things that we can do that make a big impact, not just in our own lives, but for the planet as well. And that's why I'm such a big fan of our food recycler, Mill. Mill is the one easy thing that makes reducing food waste effortless. Mill is the cleanest, easiest way to prevent food waste at home. It makes keeping food out of the trash as easy as dropping it in. Toss in your scraps, forget about it. No smell, no mess, no effort. You can keep filling it and filling it for weeks. You might even skip a garbage day or two. Mill turns your food scraps into nutrient-rich grounds you can use in your garden or compost, or Mill can pick them up and get them to a local farm.
And an added bonus, wasting less food feels really good. All the guilt and stress I used to feel when cleaning out my fridge is gone. Mill makes it easy and even joyful to reduce food waste, taking a global problem and turning it into a simple daily step at home.
But you have to live with Mill to really get it. Good thing you can try it risk-free and get $75 off with code HAPPY. Visit mill.com/happy. That's mill.com/happy.
Lemonada.
Hello and welcome to Happier, a podcast where we talk about how to make our lives happier. This week, we will talk about suggestions for gifts. We are entering the season of gift giving, and we are suggesting gift ideas from us and also from listeners. I'm Gretchen Rubin, a writer who studies happiness, good habits, secrets of adulthood, human nature. I'm in my little home office in New York City, and joining me today from Los Angeles is my sister, Elizabeth Kraft. And Elizabeth, I have started badgering you to give me a gift list for you.
That's me, Elizabeth Kraft, a TV writer and producer living in LA. And Gretch, you gave me the best gift ever, which was my treadmill desk.
I take enormous pride in that gift, I must say. But before we jump into our suggestions, we got a few updates. This one came from Jessica, and it's about making a tough decision. She writes, just a happier story to share. When my husband and I were deciding whether or not to have a baby, we talked it out, made a pros and cons list, overeducated ourselves, went to therapy, everything. And it didn't really help us decide what was best for our life. We only came to the conclusion that both lives would be good. I remember at the time re-listening to older podcast episodes and came across the Choose the Bigger Life episode. I think when you were talking about whether or not to get a dog. I just knew that for us, choosing the bigger life meant have the baby. And so we did. And he's now 17 months old and the best part of our lives. Looking back on it, it seems silly that we tried to approach it logically, when having a baby, to me, feels like an emotional decision. But I just wanted to thank you, because once you said it, I just knew that was our answer, and I've never looked back. Isn't that a nice story?
Oh, I love it.
This is the funny thing about Choose the Bigger Life, is over and over I hear this experience where you feel like you are absolutely poised with two things in balance, and then you say choose the bigger life, and one is obviously the choice. And so that's why it can be so clarifying. I love hearing that.
Yes. Congratulations on the baby.
And then also, many people want to make 2026 their year of happiness. Every year should be a year of happiness. So I have decided to bring back my popular course, The Happiness Project Revisited. But this time it's going to be a self-paced, on-demand course, so you can design your own year-long happiness project on your schedule. So So it is inspired by the Happiness Project book, and this course offers a structured but also flexible framework for exploring various aspects of how we can make our lives happier, healthier, more productive, and more creative. I am offering the lowest prices of the season right now. You can get 40% off if you sign up all November long. Just go to happiercast.com/course.
Well, speaking of gifts, that would be a great gift for someone else or for yourself.
That's right. Excellent. Well, and speaking of gifts, this week our Try This at Home suggestion is to start making your gift lists for other people and for yourself. And to help yourself come up with those ideas, consider these gift suggestions. Elizabeth, as I alluded to, in our family, there is a lot of pressure to make a list to give to other people so that they have lots of ideas of things to get for you. It's a little bit artificial, but it works for us.
Yes, we enjoy knowing what to get more than we enjoy the surprise.
Yes. So it's considered to be a duty to make your list.
Yes.
I will announce, like, at this point, you can buy nothing for yourself. I scolded Jamie for buying a book. I was like, that's a gift. You don't get to buy that for yourself. And listen, one thing that makes me happy is to share a good suggestion. When you find an idea of something to give, and somebody is like, oh, that would make a great gift for my brother-in-law, you're so excited. It gives you a rush.
It really does. I love hearing that people have gotten gifts based on our suggestions.
Yes.
All right, so let's dive in, Gretch. What are some of your suggestions this holiday season?
Okay, first is florist wire. This is a very thin, bendable wire that's green. It's easy to cut. It's very bendy. It's one of these things when you're like, what is it for? But then it's really handy. I got this as a stocking stuffer last year, and it just comes in handy. For us, Taffy figured out how to unzip her carrier at one point, and so we used this wire to wire the tabs of two zippers together so she couldn't just unzip herself. What is it for exactly? It's just very, very handy. So this is a good thing for somebody who just would like something generally useful.
It's like duct tape.
It's like duct tape. It is the wire equivalent of duct tape. It's just a handy thing to have in a drawer. But I didn't know it existed. I was like, what is this?
I never did either until you got it.
I also want to mention the electric foot warmer. The exact one that I have is no longer for sale, but I found another one. We're going to put links to all this in the show notes, by the way. But I found a link to another one. One thing you really want to have if you're buying an electric foot warmer is you want to have an auto shut off feature so that after 2 or 3 hours, it will automatically shut off because it is under the covers and you wouldn't want it to just be on all night. But I have to say, this thing has made falling asleep for me so much easier and more comfortable. I use it all the time. I love my electric foot warmer.
Excellent. And then, Gretchen, I love this idea you have for the Uncommon Goods pop-up escape room. You know I love an escape room.
Okay, yes, this is something that you can get in Uncommon Goods. Eliza loves an escape room, and she loves pop-up books, and this is a pop-up escape room. I got it for her. I haven't opened it yet, but I am just so intrigued by the sight of it. I also want to mention subscription services. If there is something that somebody in your life is a big fan of, potato, bacon, cheese, wine, anything. There are all these super fun subscription services. I got Whiskey of the Month for Jamie. I'm not going to get it for him again because he hasn't managed to get through all the whiskey, but he really did enjoy getting it and trying different ones. So I think that can be a good resource, is the subscription.
That is a great idea.
Now, this is an idea that I got. I was doing an event and somebody showed me their e-reader. And what they had done, and apparently now this is very popular, is if you have an e-reader, you get a clear case for it, and then you cover it with stickers as a way to make it your own. My daughter Eliza, I hope Eliza is not listening to this because these are several ideas of things I'm getting for her. I'm going to get her a clear case for her e-reader because she loves putting stickers on things, and I know she doesn't have this yet. So that's a clear case for an e-reader for somebody who would like to put stickers on it. Would be really fun.
Yes, stickers are very big right now.
Stickers are huge.
They're having a moment.
Yes, and if you go to bookstores, they will often sell tons of stickers. So there is a connection between stickers and readerly people.
Gretch, I know every time you get your makeup done by a professional, you ask the makeup artist for tips. So you have several items from makeup artists on your gift list.
Yes, so these come from a makeup artist. The first is the Briogeo Sleek Stick for flyaway hair. And I actually bought this for myself. It's sort of a, something in a tube. You rub it on your hands and then, because I have a lot of flyaways, and so that works really well for me. These other things I have not tried myself, but she swears by. One is the SK2 facial mask. She said that she works with a lot of celebrities who insist on this because it really freshens you up, especially, she said, if you're hungover. Surratt makeup brushes. She says these are very expensive, but they are the best. So if you know somebody who literally loves makeup and would appreciate a really fine makeup brush, those were her favorite, Surratt. And then she was saying that if you want to give somebody something expensive that's the luxury version of an ordinary thing that they wouldn't buy for themselves, but that you would like to give them sort of the super luxe version of, which I think is often what we give to people as a present, the thing you wouldn't buy for yourself. She swears by La Mer lip balm, which is expensive. I think it was $65 for lip balm, but she says that it's really, really nice.
And then there's also the idea of getting things for people's pets. Everybody loves getting things for their pets.
Everybody loves getting things for their pets. This is great, especially if it's somebody who has everything. I would mention snuffle mats because this was something I didn't know existed, and Taffy and Barnaby really love a snuffle mat. And then there's a thing that a friend gave it to me because her dog didn't like it, and I just brought it home, and Taffy loves it. It's a long stick with like a rope off of it with a toy, and you dangle it in front of a dog. Our dog growing up, Patty Whack, would have loved this. She loved chasing things around like that. And so I don't even know what it's called, but it's cool. I'll try to find a link and put it in the show notes, but I'm sure people can find it. And then I have a bunch of things related to muscle pain. Jamie went through a period where he was having a lot of muscle pain, and so we were acquiring a lot of things, all of which were really useful. One is the trigger point cane. This is like a long, hard S-shaped cane that you can dig into knotty areas. It's very satisfying and really lets you target those places.
I got that for Adam for his birthday.
Yeah. There's a back and neck massager, which is like a kneading pillow where you put it behind your back or your neck and it kneads it. This thing feels so good. I almost gave myself bruises because I was just leaning into it so hard for so long. So use it with care, but it's very satisfying. One thing is a heating pad for a neck. It can be hard to get it to heat right against your neck. It turns out they make things that are almost like neck capes. They're shaped to go around your neck. And so that can be really good. If you're somebody who has a lot of neck or shoulder issues, that might be more convenient.
Yeah.
And then finally, Jamie got this weirdo thing. It's like a clamp with balls on it. I can't even just, I saw it. I'm like, is this a dog toy? What is this? But you put it around your knee or your calf or your thigh, and it helps relax the muscles. It's called a Tomu 9-wheel muscle roller massager.
Oh.
So that was also good.
Lots of ideas for muscle pain.
Yeah. And maybe that's not the most romantic gift to give, but it can be very useful. And a lot of times you don't even know these things exist. So it's really handy for like, oh, I didn't know that there was a trigger point cane. Then I would also say anything that can be customized with a photograph. You know how I make Shutterfly mugs all the time. You can buy calendars, you can buy mouse pads, you can make Christmas ornaments, you can make blankets. There's so many things that you can customize with photographs or catchphrases. Elizabeth, you were the one who taught me that anything customized really feels more thoughtful and special, which is super fun.
I love a customized gift.
Yeah, you're really good about giving customized gifts. And then the last thing I would say is if you feel like, oh my gosh, there's all this gift giving, remember that December 2nd this year is Giving Tuesday, and so you can give to others. And one of my secrets of adulthood is something that can be done at any time is often done at no time. And I love the fact that Giving Tuesday, it's like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Giving Tuesday. It's a reminder to give. And sometimes people like to give in honor of others, and then that's something that you could do. You could tell somebody that you gave a gift in their honor, or you could just do it yourself because you're remembering, I also want this season to be an occasion for me to put my values into the world by giving to others. So Giving Tuesday, December 2nd.
Yay. Okay, Gretch, coming up, I'm going to share my gift suggestions, but first, this break.
Elizabeth, holiday season is just around the corner. Everybody is scrambling to get their space ready, and I am using Wayfair to get ready to host. I have had my eye on Juliska acrylic tumblers because I've used them at your house, and I'm so excited I got them from Wayfair. Wayfair is the place to shop for all things home. It's everything from sofas to spatulas. You name it, they have it, and you can get up to 70% off during Wayfair's Black Friday sale.
Yes. Wayfair has everything you need for your living room, for outdoor areas, for bedrooms, seasonal decor. They've got that too. Don't miss out on early Black Friday deals. Head to wayfair.com now to shop Wayfair's Black Friday deals for up to 70% off. That's WAYFAIR.com. Sale ends December 7th. With the Aura Frame, you can share photos or videos from any device, and they will instantly appear on the frame wherever it is in the world. No memory card required. I am obsessed with my Aura Frame. I gave one to my sister-in-law. She loves it. What I love to do is after a family gathering, I immediately email like 4 or 5 photos to the frame, and then people can react with emojis. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it's a way to bring your favorite holiday traditions and memory to life every day. For a limited time, visit auraframes.com and get $45 off Aura's best-selling Curver mat frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code HAPPIER at checkout. That's AURAFrames.com, promo code HAPPIER. This exclusive Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal is their best of the year, so order now before it ends. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
These days, life is busy, schedules are packed, and taking care of yourself can feel like a full-time job. But who has the time? Hers is here to support you on your weight loss journey. Hers is transforming women's healthcare by providing access to weight loss treatment plans for every budget. They connect you with a medical provider who will work with you to determine the best treatment option for you.
Whether you want to lose weight, grow thicker, fuller hair, or find relief for anxiety, Hers has you covered. Visit forhers.com/happier to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you. That's forhers.com/happier. forhers.com/happier. Weight loss by Hers is not available everywhere. Compounded drug products are not approved or evaluated for safety, effectiveness, or quality by the FDA. Prescription required. See website for full details, important safety information, and restrictions. Actual price depends on product and plan purchased. Okay, Elizabeth, now it's time for your suggestions. I cannot wait to hear what's on your recommended list.
First up, Gretchen, is the Tom Cruise cake. I think we've talked about this on the podcast. It's a delicious coconut white chocolate cake that Tom Cruise sends to his friends, and it's available at Doan's Bakery in Woodland Hills, and you can have it sent to a loved one.
So that's available all over the country then. That's great.
Yes. Delicious.
I think many people are intrigued by hearing you talk about it, Elizabeth. So they're eager to try it out.
Yes, and I mentioned it, and we heard from our listener, Jessica. She said, I was laughing about the Tom Cruise cake because the show Hacks had a whole bit about it in an episode last year, and it's the only reason I knew about it.
Oh, that's funny.
So that's fun, Gretchen.
That's fun. What else?
Okay, next, this is a perennial for me, John Kelly chocolates. These are chocolates made in LA, and they are next level. I am telling you, if you want to send someone chocolates, go to John Kelly chocolates.
They're really that much better than just the ordinary fancy chocolate.
They really are that much better. Yes.
Interesting.
I also want to recommend a pair of Birkenstocks. I got these for Eliza and Eleanor last year, and I think they were a big hit.
Yes.
So these are the Boston Big Buckle Shearling Birkenstocks. They have lots of fun colors. They're super comfortable, a bit whimsical, depending on what color you get. Very cozy. They're pricier, but if you want to get someone just one really nice gift, I think this is a good way to go.
Yeah, they were a big hit.
Okay, next, Gretch, this is a gift for those in your life who Zoom a lot or who do content and have ring light needs.
Yes.
I am recommending the Numoa portable light. It's a rechargeable clip light that's like a paddle as opposed to a ring. I'm always talking about the bane of my existence is ring light reflections, and this is a paddle, so it's better than a ring.
I was at your house and I saw yours and I immediately ordered one for myself because it clips on. It's very handy and you can have all different strengths of lights and types of lights. It's just, if that's what you need, it's very, very handy.
Yes, and affordable. It's under $30.
Yeah.
And then, Gretch, speaking of gift ideas from makeup artists, when you and I got our photos done in Kansas City, I had a recommendation from our makeup artist for Lumify eye drops, which make the whites of your eyes whiter and brighter. And then, Gretchen, now this is a really expensive gift, but you did get this and love it as much as I do, I think.
Yes.
Which is a sea scooter.
Yes.
These are things for your pool.
Or lake.
Or lake in your case, yes. Little motorized scooter that can go underwater, and they really do live up to the hype. Anytime Jack ever has someone in the pool, they want the sea scooter.
Well, but explain the word scooter doesn't conjure up what it is exactly.
It's kind of like handles you hold onto, and then it's attached to a little motor. And when you push the buttons on the handles, the motor propels you through the water.
Yeah.
Whether you're on the surface or underneath the water.
Yeah. And I was someplace where they had the Sea Bob, which is a more powerful version. So, but again, these are quite expensive, but they're really, really fun if that's the right kind of thing.
Yes. And then finally, Gretchen, this was a hack we had on the Happier in Hollywood podcast that a listener sent in. And this is super useful for people who like practical gifts. It's the Echo Newer tray for the car. And what it is a steering wheel desk. You attach it to your steering wheel, and then you have a little table. So for people, of whom there are many, who go out to their car during the day to eat lunch or just chill out as a break from work, this could be a really useful thing.
Excellent.
Or, by the way, a lot of people have to take their kids to sports and then they want to get work done while they wait for their kids. This would be perfect.
Like a Zoom call they have to have right in their cars. Yeah.
Yes, perfect for setting up a laptop or an iPad.
Excellent. Okay, now let's start going through listener suggestions. And we got so many great ones. Let's just go lightning round.
Yes.
Elaine says, I used your gifting quiz last year and finally surrendered to what I already knew. My husband doesn't want surprises. He is tried and true. So I went into his closet and bought him identical versions of clothes and shoes he had but needed replacing. Same style, same color. So boring to buy, but honestly, he was thrilled, and that's what matters. Going to do the same thing this year. Yes, take the gift giving quiz on my website, GretchenRubin.com, and it will help you figure out what kind of gift somebody would want to receive. I loved hearing this example. Just more of the same is just exactly what some people want.
And then Wendy said, I appreciate this. The pet egg obviously needs to be on the list.
Wendy, thank you.
If you listen to this podcast often, you know we talk about the pet egg.
Elizabeth, every time I see a pet egg in a store, I send you a picture. It's so funny. Connie Ann said, I ordered a puzzle of my friend's pets to give her when they host us in December. I can't wait. It is from Puzzle U. I ordered it on a Monday and received it on Wednesday. Just $42 with shipping and tax. That's customized. It's a fun thing to do together. That's a great idea.
Great idea. Sarah said, I'm closely eyeing the Touchland hand sanitizer holiday trio to gift and or to ask for. I received for my October birthday the limited edition confetti cake with frosted sparkle case set, and it seriously made me incredibly happy. I hope I am never too old for sparkle.
Love the whimsy. And this is the thing, is some people are just really into hand sanitizer. I have to confess, I am not one of those people, but I know many people who are. And so this is fun. Again, elevate something that's ordinary that they're otherwise using, but make it more fun and special.
Yes.
Lisa said, my daughters and nieces stopped exchanging gifts several years ago. Now instead, we all go to an escape room together before we celebrate New Year's Eve. They range from 11 to 16 and look forward to this all year. Maybe this is turning into a holiday tradition, Elizabeth, because we do an escape room every holiday too.
Yes, and I love it so much. It's like an hour-long straight adrenaline rush.
The first time you went, you did it only for good fellowship. You definitely were not wanting to go, and you were the biggest convert.
Yes.
I remember it well. Yes.
Love it. Christy said, for my aunt's 80th, I compiled sayings, memories, and photos from family, friends, and colleagues into a published book. She loved it. And Gretchen, I should mention that you have the I Want to Know You journal and your Memento Keepsake journal, which are great for this kind of gift.
Yeah, exactly. Deborah says, our 3 adult children and their partners live in different cities. My husband and I started giving them an experience of their choice to do as a sibling group. The first year, they booked a safari camping night at the San Diego Wild Animal Park, which included a day pass at the park the next day. To our surprise, they enjoyed their time so much, they booked rooms in San Diego and extended their time together to a 2-day weekend. Last year, they had the opportunity to attend an evening at the famed Magic Castle in Los Angeles. They wore formal attire and enjoyed a very special evening together. This year, a baby was added to the mix, so we are offering babysitting along with the experience of their choosing. Watching our grown kids look forward to their yearly sibling plus partner experience is beautiful. This is interesting because people often say, how as a parent can you help foster strong relationships among siblings? This is a lovely idea.
Great idea. And by the way, I have never been to the Magic Castle and I've always wanted to go.
The next time I come, Elizabeth, let's go. I want to too.
Well, you have to find a way to get an invite, though. You can't just go.
Ooh, okay.
It's a whole thing.
All right.
Denise said, for my grandkids under 2 years old, I'm doing One Thing You Want, first real baby doll, One Thing You Need, PJs, One Thing You Wear, cute sweaters, and One Thing You Read. They both love books wrapped and collected in a big fabric bag. How fun.
Yeah, and just in case nobody knows that rhyme, it's one thing you want, one thing you need, one thing to wear, and one thing to read. This is sort of a folk rule of how to give.
That's fun.
Jen says flower shares for the local CSA flower farm. That's fun.
Judy said, a friend with adult kids is buying a big box of lost mail packages. They are going to have fun opening them and seeing what they get. It's like a white elephant exchange without anyone knowing the gifts. I have never heard of this. Have you?
No, this is bananas.
It's fascinating.
It's fascinating.
Coming up, more great gift ideas, but first, this break.
On this podcast, we talk about strategies and solutions for making our lives happier, healthier, more productive, and more creative. And we usually focus on topics that are within our control, habits we can make, books we can read, rituals we can try. And these suggestions have a lot to do with agency. If we have the power to try and make our situation better, even a little bit, at least we have a game plan. But some things in life are simply out of our control. Sometimes we get sick. Sometimes our body fails us or gets in our way. Sometimes, unfortunately, we don't have the resources to change our circumstances, no matter how much we may want to. What happens then? Today, we're thrilled to share some stories from IPPF, which stands for the International Planned Parenthood Federation. IPPF is the world's largest and most enduring network of national civil society organizations for reproductive health, rights, and justice. Today, you'll hear from Alice Ackerman, a young activist, educator, former social worker, and former board member of IPPF, as she shares stories from around the world. They share a simple yet powerful idea that every body holds a story. And when we can control our own bodies, we control our own stories.
What connects all human beings is our bodies. In our bodies, we can feel and see our joys, our fears, our resilience. I started to be an activist when I was 15 years old. And since then, every day when I wake up, I have only one goal: to build a world where every person can make their own choices about their bodies and their lives. In the US, I can see that women's rights are under attack, and the rights that generations fought for are being rolled back. This is not an American issue. It's happening in so many countries all over the world. And this is why we really need to come together and show solidarity and support organizations like IPPF who are fighting for all women all around the world for them to have access to their bodily autonomy. Sexual and reproductive dignity is the foundation of a free life. It means having the power to make decisions about your body without fear, stigma, or barriers. And so how do we get there? We get there by standing up, speaking out, and refusing to compromise on our rights. It's to build the perfect world for reproductive and sexual health, where bodily autonomy is non-negotiable. IPPF created this campaign, Everybody Holds a Story, because it's a reminder that when we fight for sexual and reproductive healthcare, we are actually fighting for humanity itself. That every person deserves to live in a body that is safe, respected, and free.
This discussion makes me reflect on the fact that there's a special power in being seen and accepted by another person. Sharing stories like this helps us to see each other across differences. Despite different countries, languages, cultures, religions, everybody holds a story. Visit ippf.org/everybody to learn more. Okay, more ideas. Joanna says, hands down, I can't wait to give the Sweet Paws Pup bag opener to all of my friends and family. It makes opening bags, whether it's produce bags, dog waste bags, or garbage bags, so easy to open in a snap. No more licking fingers, and it attaches to just about anything for ease of access. Great stocking stuffer, too. It just so happens that my sister is the inventor. Oh, that's good. A little sisterly promotion there. That's nice.
Yeah, love it. Shelley said, Dear New York, the New Humans of New York book by Brandon Stanton.
A lot of fans of that. Brandy said, we have shifted from a stuff type gift to something edible. We make baskets of local goodies, coffee, candy, etc., so people can taste our home, or we buy tickets to the zoo, art museum, something to do in their area. Also, if you have a college student or young adult just starting out away from you, we've bought oil change gift certificates. Not very exciting, but it's very practical and helps a new adult keep on adulting. That is a very good idea.
Very good idea. That reminds me of, I like to give high school graduates Uber gift cards.
Yeah.
Carolyn says, I'm giving advent calendars this year. There are some great ones. Last year, I sent a lot of amaryllis bulbs with pots for planting. They were a big hit. With both, timing is everything.
Oh, well, that's a good point, right? They have to be at the right time. Casey said, I'm giving my son a ski pass in the new city he lives in and my daughter a ski pass for our local mountain. For friends, we make basil salt from our garden and my daughter and I will bake bread to go with it. Oh, making basil salt sounds like something Sarah would do, Elizabeth.
It sure does. It sure does. Jenny says, your mention of scissors hit home today, and she's mentioning that we talked about having lots of pairs of scissors around because they're so handy. She said, since then, scissors have become my go-to gift for housewarmings, weddings, and more. I give a big pack and suggest they be sprinkled all over the place. Recipients love this gift. And then she said, my other gift suggestion is a stocking stuffer, the Life Elements Healing Honey Stick. This is magical in helping heal cuts, burns, etc. I'm always amazed at how quickly things heal when I use this product.
Excellent. Charity said, my idea is to consider buying secondhand this year. I know many flinch at this idea, but hear me out. All of us have experienced buying something we didn't end up using or receiving an unsuitable gift, and many people resell such items new and unboxed. Personally, I love the Vinted app. I can filter my search based on condition, new with packaging and tags, new without tags, very good, etc., category, size, color, price, etc. Over the years, I have found so many useful items, including gifts, this way. For example, my son had a birthday coming up and he wants some more building pieces from a particular building set. This is often sold as different building models, similar to Lego, but he mainly just wants more pieces to build larger things. I looked on Vinted and found multiple listings and finally got a great deal on some gently used pieces. I can clean them if needed, but my son won't recognize or care that they are secondhand because he'll have a whole box full of new pieces. This can be a great way to source things that are out of print, no longer produced, or nostalgia items. For example, there's a local brand I like that went out of business, but I still find new items of theirs pop up in listings. Another example is that my husband saw a retro building set at a toy exhibition we went to, and he commented that he'd never had it as a kid, though he liked it. So I went online and was able to source sets on their original packaging from the 1980s. Not only is this often a cost-saving way to purchase things, but it also puts money directly into the hands of individuals, often parents like myself, who may be struggling financially. A year ago, we were on a tight budget, and knowing I could get my sons a new Ninjago or Spider-Man t-shirt half price from another mom was a huge blessing. In particular, I think enthusiasts, she's referring to the gift-giving quiz, might benefit most from second-half gifts through an app like this, as you can search out specific collectibles or brands, coins, band photography, signed books, etc. But I think there's almost anything out there for any kind of gift profile. Oh, that's very constructive. It's sort of a win-win-win.
Yes, Gretchen, it reminds me, you gave me the Hungry Hungry Hippos game from my childhood, and I love it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yes.
It's a great way to get a gift that's a bargain and something the person loves.
Absolutely. Well, everyone, thank you so much. So many great ideas. Let us know if you try some of these gift suggestions, how they went over. Do you have other gift suggestions? We can't get enough of these. Listen, you and Sarah did your gift guide on Happier in Hollywood, and I don't know, it's just so fun to hear people's suggestions. I don't know why that is.
It really is.
It really is. Let us know on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Facebook. Drop us an email at podcast@GretchenRubin.com. Or as always, you can go to the show notes. This is happiercast.com/561 for everything related to this episode. And yes, we will include links to everything we mention in this episode.
Yeah, and Gretchen, I should mention that in our Happier in Hollywood Facebook group, we also have all of the links for those items.
Okay, that's good. It's always very helpful to see the link.
Okay, Gretchen, what is our resource for this week?
Well, if you are still looking for more gift ideas after all this, I put together a new gift-giving toolkit on my website. It has the gift appreciation quiz, which I talked about, which will help you figure out what someone else will actually enjoy. A gift idea generator worksheet to spark ideas if you need ideas for somebody on your list. And 5 extra guides that we didn't even get to talk about here, which includes gifts for Gen Z, 5 senses gifts, because you know I love a 5 senses gift, and gifts for people that you don't know very well, because that's a special challenge. It's all at happiercast.com/gift-giving. There are so many ideas there. And Elizabeth, what are we reading? What are you reading?
I am reading Fried Green Tomatoes by Fannie Flagg.
And I am rereading for the millionth time, The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie by Muriel Spark. And that's it for this episode of Happier. Remember to try this at home. Check out our gift guide. We hope it is useful to you. Let us know, what did you try? What did you get? What would you add? We want to know.
Thank you to our executive producer, Chuck Reed, and everyone at Lemonada.
And your rhyming reminder. Love the show? Leave a review to let us know. It really helps other people discover the show.
Until next week, I'm Elizabeth Kraft.
And I'm Gretchen Rubin. Thanks for joining us. Onward and upward.
Hey, by the way, I got you covered at the Magic Castle anytime you want to go.
Ooh.
Oh, you have a hookup there, Chuck?
Yes, my good friend Rob Zabrecki is a magician there.
Oh.
In fact, he's been Magician of the Year there, too. He's a really great musician that turned magician.
All right, we have to go, Gretch.
Musician to magician. Okay, we're going to go. Listen, the next time I come, let's make a date of it.
Yes.
From the Onward Project.
Hi, Gretchen, Craig Robinson, and my little sister Michelle here. We host a new podcast called IMO with Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson. We know you're the queen of giving advice, so we wanted to get a few tips from you.
You know, Gretchen, a lot of our listeners are going through some major life changes. What advice do you have for folks who are trying to stay grounded in the midst of major life transitions?
Craig and Michelle, I am so happy to be talking to you. Here are a few questions that might help us gain perspective. So consider questions like this. What activities take up my time but are not particularly useful or stimulating for me? Do I spend a lot of time on something that's important to someone else but is not very important to me? If I could magically change one habit in my life, what would I choose? And here's a question. Would I like to have more time in solitude, restorative solitude, or would I like to have more time with friends? Just thinking about questions like this can help us start to figure out how we might make our lives happier. With greater self-knowledge, we're better able to make hard decisions that reflect ourselves, our own nature, our own interests, our own values. In my own case, I have found that the more my life reflects my nature, the happier I get, and the more grounded I feel when I'm going through a period of major change or transition. For more great advice, search for IMO with Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson wherever you get podcasts. You can listen to Issa Rae on letting go of certain friendships, Kiki Palmer on why disappointment is actually the key to career success, Seth and Lauren Rogan on caring for aging parents, and so many more.